And we're back. What's up, everybody? Yours truly, Benja Well Done, coming at you live. I always say live, but it's not really live. It's recorded, and then I upload it later, obviously. But anyway, today's beautiful date is Thursday, December the 26th, day after Thanksgiving. And I gotta say, feeling pretty good. So, here's the thing. I'm on my way to do some stand-up comedy on the spot, stand up on the spot. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna go up to an unsuspecting bus station, take out my little microphone and portable amp right there. It's already turned on. Just gotta take my little microphone and do work, which I'm going to do. But until I get there, might as well talk some shit. Hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's making America great again, which is one of my favorite phrases to say for two reasons. Number one, because if you love the President of the United States, I gotta make a turn right. This guy, I love it. Don't you love it when people literally stand in the middle of the road to have their conversation directly beside the fucking sidewalk? It's just me. Oh man, obviously I don't mean that. I'm being ultra sarcastic, and if you haven't figured that out, it's probably not the right channel for you. But moving on. So, what was I saying before the guy was standing in front of the damn road that I had to go around him? Oh yeah, making America great again. I love that phrase. I love the phrase making America great again, or make America great again, and all that stuff for two reasons. Number one, because if you love Donald, you get so like high up and emotional and like, yeah, fuck everybody before me. Donald's the best, and it just makes so many people so happy. You turn the other side of that door. I also love it because it makes people extremely angry. Not necessarily because I love him or I hate him or anything. I just think it's ridiculous that there's a phrase that can get so much emotional attention to it, whether it makes somebody happy or unhappy. I just think it's so stupid. It's so ridiculous that you would let a phrase dictate how you feel. To not feel happy because somebody said some shit like that. Campaign slogan. Or that you could actually be extremely happy on the flip side of that just for hearing that. Obviously, it roots in his campaign, and then it has to do with whether you like him or not. But I just like a little pull here, a little push there, getting with people's emotions. I like doing it. It makes me feel good. So now we're going to have some fun with people's emotions. I might have to be quick with the stand-up and get there quickly, because it looks like it might rain. Like, when it's about to rain, it always looks exactly the exact way compared to when it just got finished raining. So I got some rain on my windshield. It looks like it stopped, but if it keeps going, obviously I gotta stop. But what's great about this one is that I'm actually going to be recording it. I'm going through the idea of maybe creating an additional, not channel, but just like additional list of my channel. You know, I got one for stand-up, and I got one for this video documentary, Waiting for the World, as I call it. And I used to have one for when I got online and I would just like do Call of Duty and that kind of stuff and just roast the shit out of people. For some reason, in my opinion, when I make fun of people, they get worse at whatever they're doing. I capitalize on that, and I would just shoot the shit out of them. All right. Again, we're talking about Call of Duty and stuff, so relax. Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating as to whether I should have a fourth one for just stand up on the spot. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to try to do. But by doing so, two things happen. And I know I'm kind of having these thoughts out loud with you, but that's what's going on. So feel free to listen. Here's the plus side and also the drawback of it. Plus side is is that I can actually start my own show, which is what I'm definitely going to be doing. But it would detract from all the other videos. Maybe. That's a drawback. But on the plus side, maybe not. Maybe people go to my channel for multiple different purposes. Maybe somebody doesn't like my stand-up, but they love this video blog, docu-vlog as I call it. Anyway, maybe they don't like this, but they like my stand-up. This just gives people another option. You know what? It's decided. It just went down. I'm officially making another list, icon, button, whatever you want to call it, just for this on my YouTube channel. But it'll just call like Stand Up on the Spot. The only thing that I don't like about the title, and I'm not going to change it. It's not that I don't like it, but there's also a similar Stand Up on the Spot. The name is completely identical, but the premise is completely different. It has nothing at all to do with stand-up I mean, it does, but not what I'm doing. It's like it's actually at like at a stand-up comedy club, and people just sort of like throw out ideas, and you do stand-up. It's like you're already doing stand-up comedy, but people just throw out ideas in the audience, and the comedian on the stage has to come up with it. But I feel like, if anything, mine's actually a closer representation to Stand Up on the Spot, because it's wherever I go. It's on the spot. I just show up. If anything, and I'm not even being biased, I feel like there wouldn't be a better name for what I'm doing, but it's not as original. But I think that the more original name is not as true as it could be to what's actually happening. Because what's really it's really just improv. They're just doing like stand-up improv. But it's a good title. It's sort of like how people call football. It's kind of like how football is called football, but you run it. You don't, you do kick it, but ever so rarely. There's probably less than, as far as contact of the foot, there's probably less than 10 seconds of total contact that a foot makes with a football. But you get my point. I just feel like football is a bad title, bad name for the sport, and Stand Up on the Spot, the original one, could be called something better. But anyway, it is what it is. I'll leave a message the guy who came up with it and just let him know it's a completely different premise. So anyway, so what else is going on? Oh, the Christmas. So had my wife open all the gifts. All but one were just boxes of nothing, basically. There was like a package of rice and some paper towels and some random like silverware from our house in the actual what's it called, in the boxes and stuff. I said in the last video how I would package up a lot of random items around my house and just have her reopen them. Surprisingly enough, she did not. She actually laughed. She thought it was funny. So I'm gonna say it'll still be stand up. I'm still gonna make it into a bit eventually, one day, much later, along with Thanksgiving and some other holidays and stuff like that. But she took it completely differently than it was set up to be. I didn't set it up in a negative way, but I did set it up so that it would potentially everything that I was doing for those gifts. If you could imagine opening up something with a lot of tape that was like a little bit more difficult, not difficult, but anyway, I just put a shit ton of tape on it, and it wasn't the average amount. So you actually had to put a lot more effort into getting the gift out. When she finally did, it was just like a box of rice or something. So, but she took it well. She laughed. And when I actually do stand-up comedy about it, I'm going to say how I expected it would work out. And I'm going to leave out the fact that it didn't work out that poorly at all. Because that isn't funny. It isn't funny if something, like why should I be talking about stuff that isn't funny? I guess I am right now. Oh! So, what else is going on? Oh, my Facebook account. That's cool. Somebody, they didn't hack into my account, but, I guess they like created a duplicate fake account of me, okay, with my information somehow, some way, it doesn't matter. That honk was not for me. But anyway, and, anyway, I found out about it because someone contacted me and told me, and I checked into it. So I let Facebook know, and instead of them blocking that account and me authenticating mine, they blocked me too. So I'm temporarily locked out of my own account for reporting somebody else, which is stupid as shit. That's like calling somebody because they, try to break into your house. You call the police and they arrest the person that did the crime along with everyone in your fucking home while they look into it. Bro, if that was the case, I would try to maybe find a different way to do it, because right now I should be hearing back from those other things that I said I was kind of being kind of tight-lipped about. I have a lot of different things that I'm working on, big shows, and as far as I'm aware, these people only have my contact info through Facebook. Most of them have only that. A few of them have my other means of contact info. So, gosh, I wouldn't want to miss any opportunity because of this dumb shit, because of how much effort that I've put into it and stuff like that. I had this thing for a while where I was trying to get such a great set of me doing stand-up comedy, where everything was clicking and the audience was great, and just my rhythm and everything was just perfect. And I got that video. That's my most recent stand-up video on the stand-up list on my YouTube channel. And I've submitted to a few different things, but I've been communicating with these people and with the submissions through Facebook, and I should know maybe by the end of the year. So this thing has really got to get wrapped up quick, because I'm locked out and blocked out of my own account. So that's really fun. Also, I still might try to make my own place to do an open mic. I might start one, but here's the thing. What's great about me doing stand-up on the spot and just going to bus stations and doing stand-up comedy is that I don't have to, once I'm done, I can just leave. I don't have to just stand around and watch everybody else do comedy. And I know I can also make money from it. A lot of people do that. But for the hours and minutes that I could be spending on myself, I'm just not really interested in hosting an open mic for other people, because they can do their own thing, and that's what I'm doing on my own. That's what I'm doing now with my whole stand up on the spot. So we'll see if that happens. If anything, if I do one, it'll be earlier in the day, because I'm completely not interested in going to an open mic at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock at night on a weekday when I go to the gym at 4 in the morning, and then I do jiu-jitsu a few days out of the week during the work week, and then go to work. It's like, listen, I got shit I'm doing. I want to do what I want to do, and then go. That's it. See, typically when I would go to open mics, out of no disrespect, after I would go, I would just leave. That's it. I have nothing but thanks and appreciation and everything else for everyone else that hosts an open mic. But if I want more, and if I want to do it my own way, this is the way I'm doing it. And it's a really brilliant idea. Pretty sure I'm going to keep that title, 99%. So, but maybe I'll find a different name for it. Until then, I'll keep using it, and maybe it'll switch. So, Well, I'm pulling up, getting ready to pull up to the bus station. I hope everybody has an awesome day. And I wish everybody I hope everybody had a really Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. See you later, guys. I'm out. Peace. And we're back again, but it is still Thursday, December the 26th, excuse me. Didn't enunciate enough. I had to say that for the audio version. But anyway, so I did stand up on the spot. It was awesome. I did about a 15-minute set about relationships, and it was great. It was great, but again, I still didn't record it. I got to figure out a way to record it. This way, my efforts aren't for without reason. So I know this is going to be a super quick one. I actually have to make a quick stop, but I will hit you all up later, and keep checking me out. Benja, well done. Peace. All right, the errand has been made. With the power of editing, I am back, and again, it is still Thursday, December the 26th. So here's something else. For this new thing that I'm going to be doing, stand up on the spot, I want to have like an intro song. I want to have a way so when people hear it and it starts to catch on, everyone will know when they hear that stand up on the spot, it's about to happen, it's going down. So I came up with something, and when I finalize it, I will tell you guys 100%, but I'm still in the process of making it. I mean, I got this like soundboard and editing stuff, and without getting too technical, I want it to attract attention and let everyone know that something big is about to happen. And then it winds down, and then I do the stand-up comedy. So I got a lot to be excited about. I really like doing this. I love doing it, and it poses a lot less challenges, and it's a lot more profitable for me to be doing stand-up this way, because there's not anywhere else. Zero. There's not any other place that I can do stand-up comedy for more than 10 minutes, let alone 6, is kind of pushing it. Wherever I want, when I want, my way. Done. So, really excited, and I'm really just looking forward to the next step. I got to get this thing with Facebook resolved, so I can let everybody know about these things that are going on. And I believe that I really do believe these submissions that I recently sent into these different individuals is going to help take me over the hump to make me, the other day, I sort of had some thoughts to myself, and I was telling myself, what is the formula for success when it comes to doing what everybody else is doing, but doing it in a way that's better than everyone else? And I figured out, for me at least, this is for me, the way that I can, the thing is, if I do stand-up comedy for 5 minutes and I completely destroy, hypothetically, just say I do great and I'm just making everybody laugh and hilarious, and then some guy goes right after me and he does amazing, he destroys, there's not really any difference there. So how do I separate myself, my excellence, from someone else that's doing excellent? Because just because I'm funny doesn't mean that their stuff, which is completely different, isn't funny all of a sudden. Okay? And I probably spent a couple days going over these thoughts about how I can separate myself. And the best thing that I came up with is continuing to do what I do stylistically, my style, which is raw, controlled chaos. Knowing my material so perfect, I can freely react to stuff in the moment, and I act things out. I give examples. I ask questions. I address the audience. I combine absolutely every element of a lot of the different things that I like from other specific comedians, but that I already do myself. And I like these different comedians because I see something that they do as something that I already do, which is the reason why it makes me laugh, because I'm like, hey, you know, that's what I would have said, or maybe not that's what I would have said word for word, but that's just how I feel about that topic or that point of view and stuff like that. But since I do a sliver of this, a sliver of that out of everybody, what a lot of other people do, they have their own style. My style is a free form, open flow, which if somebody saw me doing stand-up comedy could say, oh, it's like this guy and that guy and this guy and that guy and that guy. Now some people might not like that, but if I keep making them laugh, it's obviously working. And I'm not saying that in an arrogant way at all, honestly. But the reason why a lot of certain particular comedians make me laugh is because that's something that I would have done, or I would agree with, or something like that. But a lot of comedians have certain like, not really tendencies, but certain ways of doing things. And me, I'm kind of free form, and I do a little bit of everything. So that in its own, and also that I go 100% in everything, between having pauses to emphasize the next thing, hitting harder, and acting out my material and doing everything. So I'm really evolving, and I'm really getting a lot better. And I just got to have I got to continue to have original content out of everything that I do. So anyway, that's it for today. I'm home, back at my house, so I'm not going to be doing any more videos today. But weather dependent, I'm definitely going to be going out tomorrow and be doing stand-up on the spot again. So I'm going to be honest, I feel so much better after doing it. You know, before I go on stage, it's always like there's like these like explosions going off in me, just like at the bus stop. It's kind of like that feeling that you might have before you talk to a girl initially, that first like, hey, I'm going to make an impression, get ready for this. But it also subsides, because by me being full breathed and saying everything powerfully as I do, I like break through that feeling, and I come out on the other side. And when I'm on that other side, that's me at my core, doing everything that I am doing. And then once I'm at that spot, which is immediately when I just ride out from the beginning, that's that special moment that I have. So anyway, yeah, and I carry that the whole duration while I'm doing stand-up, up until I finish, you know. So anyway, and then I kind of like, yeah, anyway, so that, you know, trying to explain something out loud that I haven't really tried to explain before, I'm sure you can notice, but just try to be, you don't have to be, but if you were to be patient, you would understand that I'm working out these ideas as I'm communicating them and everything, and just being as completely honest as I possibly can. So it's not prepared, the things that I say and stuff like that. It is on stage, 99.99%, or in the streets, as I call it. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So yeah, stand up on the spot was great. Everybody loved it. They wanted my promo card after, so I gave them all. And again, just added more people, social media and stuff like that. So stand up on the spot was amazing, and I'm looking forward to doing it tomorrow. So that's it. Check me out. I'm Benja Well Done. Peace.